Hello and welcome back to episode 17 of this Arsenal career. We're coming into the tail end of the season. As you can already, if you've already watched some of the previous episodes, you should know that the Premier League is already gone. We can just try and maintain as high a spot as possible in the league, but top four is gone, which means to qualify for the Champions League, which was our target this season, has been to, well, we have to win the Europa League now. So our focus is on that. We still want to do well in the Premier League, of course. But we're on a bad run of form in terms of the Premier League. We haven't lost, but we just keep dropping points. We're not killing off games, and up against Leicester, it's not really an easy side to come up against to try and get back on track. But no Aubameyang, of course, he's out till the end of the season, which is a massive blow. But this man right here, Lacazette, has been stepping up game after game, and that's a wonderful finish. Absolutely brilliant from the Frenchman, and he makes it 1-0 to Arsenal early on. So the best possible start we could imagine for. Now we've just got to hope that we can go on and kill the game, which we've been struggling to do so often this season, particularly towards the tail end of the season anyway. But brilliant finish from Lacazette. That's definitely a big contender for goal of the month, as he makes 10 for the Premier League, and he really has stepped up in the absence of Aubameyang, that's for sure. And hopefully he'll continue to do that. Vardy then comes through just 7 minutes later, and again we're just giving away soft goals. No tracking of Jamie Vardy's run. He scored a multitude of goals this season. I think he scored 17, and he continues to go from strength to strength for Leicester, but it's just unmarked and not a lot Leno can do there, really, is there? So yeah, that's, I don't know if to look at maybe another centre back in January, because that does seem like the position we are vulnerable in, despite bringing in Upamecano. And it's actually 16 goals for Jamie Vardy, not 17. But we come forward again. It's now Marcel Sabitzer, who we give a start to. He's coming down this right wing, looks to cut inside. Lovely little work. Shot near post, well saved by Schmeichel. And at half time we go in at 1-0. So we really need to come out here in the second half and give it our all and kill this game off. That's what I keep asking for. But it's Leicester that come forward first. Tielemans across to Jamie Vardy, who scores. And luckily he's scored offside there. So they get away with that one. Sabitzer into Lacazette. Lacazette always a threat at the moment. Looks for Torreira looking over the top. Lovely ball, but Pepe couldn't quite connect with it very well. And end-to-end stuff. Leicester come forward again. Good save to deny Maddison. Make a couple of subs, bringing on Nketiah, Martinelli, just to try and bolster the attack. And Nketiah will try and do that off the bench as he cuts inside, lays it into Guendouzi. Guendouzi gets around his man, couldn't quite steer it in. It fall to Nketiah, he just rashly headed it, and will come forward again. Martinelli, surely. Good save from Schmeichel, and that save kept us from gaining all 3 points, and we end up drawing yet again. It's another 1-1 draw. Yeah, it's not good enough. And we come up against Brighton next. The perfect opportunity to get some wins under the belt. Brighton not doing too well this season. It's a perfect opportunity to get 3 points despite being away from home. They don't have the strongest of sides at all. Surely we can go on and win this one. Pablo Zabaleta is their captain today. It's a good signing for them, I would say, adding a bit of experience, and Molpe up top is going to be a threat. But other than that, we should be beating this side fairly comfortably. As for our side, we've changed it up a little bit. Martinez starts in goal for us today. Maitland-Niles, Chambers, David Luiz and Kolasinac start at the back. Ceballos and Xhaka come in, so an altered side altogether really. Nelson and Saka, and then Martinelli and Eddie Nketiah up front. But these players are all capable. They're all of high quality, and you would expect them to do well. But Brighton hit first. Kayal, good block by David Luiz to deny what would have been a shot on target. And Brighton come forward again. Trossard now puts in a good cross. Good save from Martinez at his near post. Now Xhaka on the ball into Nketiah. Nketiah coming forward. Lovely pass into Martinelli. This is a huge opportunity. Looks to late inside. Good pass, and Nketiah with a fantastic finish. Eddie Nketiah, who's been brilliant all season really, scores yet again. He's one of our highest outputting players in terms of games to goals and assist ratio, and that's a brilliant finish. Just gets there before the defender and kills it away from the goalkeeper and puts us up 1-0, and that's the start we needed. Let's hopefully go on and finish this one. That's all I want, some finishing. And in the 26th minute we go 1-0 up. It's his 7th goal in the Premier League, which is good for a rotational player really. They'll come forward straight after that, and of course we concede. We just cannot keep tight after we've scored a goal for whatever reason. Molpe, who I said would be a threat, ends up being that threat and scoring Brighton a goal that gets them back level. And it's just, again, it's poor defending. David Luiz trying to stop the goal from going in with a goal line clearance, but Maupay had the whole goal to aim at, and he made sure that it crossed the line in the end. And it's 1-0. Neil Maupay scores against us, and we have to try and go again and hopefully get some goals to wrap this one up and gain 3 points, because we still want to maintain a high position as possible. Good save from Martinez there. Takes us into the half at 1-0. But yeah, as I was saying, we need to maintain a high position, because the lower we drop down, the more embarrassing it becomes. Reece Nelson, good bit of skill. Couldn't steer his shot on target. We'll come forward again. Eddie Nketiah, brilliant splitting ball to Reece Nelson. It's gone a bit too far though. He'll take it inside. Bit of a tight angle. Good save. And we'll come forward again. Xhaka blocked. Falls to Martinelli. Good save from the keeper yet again. Eddie Nketiah, good spin. Oof. Off the post. How unlucky can you get? Brighton come forward now. Side netting. And we'll come forward again. Martinelli into Nketiah. Good work. Lovely ball. Back to Martinelli. Good shot, but a good save again to deny as Matt Ryan on form. Good turn from Balogun, who's come off the bench. He hasn't had many opportunities this year. And another save from Ryan. Really should have done better with that. Reece Nelson, lovely spin inside. Looks to lay it across. Eddie Nketiah, we've done it. We've scored. But it's offside. And it will remain 1-0. And that was how it ended. So another 1-0 draw. It's points dropped at the end of the day. It's not a point gain, it's points dropped. And against Spurs in the North London derby, I wasn't expecting much better, to be honest. We're at their stadium as well. It's going to be tough. Lloris starts in goal. Linz, Dyer, Palista and Davies at the back. Lo Celso and Sissoko always a dominant midfield pairing. Moura and Dele Alli will be threatening, and Harry Kane is always one that looks for a goal. I don't think Harry Kane has scored against us this season, actually. We've managed to keep him quiet. And hopefully we can keep him quiet again today. We go back to our full strength side. Bernd Leno, Bellerin, Mustafi comes in this time. Chambers, I didn't feel like was putting in enough at the back. Sabitzer starts ahead of Pepe, just on the wing, but that's because Pepe goes up front just due to Aubameyang's injury. I thought we'd give Pepe a go up front, as he has done recently, and done okay there. And it's Tottenham that come forward. Great block from Upamecano to deny a shot on target. And just before the second half, Sabitzer comes forward now. He'll look to cut inside. Lovely little work. He'll look to get a shot off maybe. Lays it into Pepe. Good turn. That's a weak effort. And that was literally the first half. Nothing really happened. And it's 0-0 at the moment as we go into the second half, where we need to be better. It's Tottenham that will come forward first. And late into Lucas Moura. And that's a fantastic finish from the Brazilian. That is brilliant. Into the bottom corner. No chance for Bernd Leno there. Poor defending again. No tracking of the run. And we find ourselves 1-0 down. And at this point I will take a point. But we're just not good enough at the minute, and I don't know why. Leno never get into that. That's a great finish into the bottom corner. No chance for him to save that, and Tottenham go 1-0 ahead, which I'm sure the fans will be happy about. Lucas Moura is certainly happy about that, and we need to get back into this game, and hopefully we can respond how other teams have responded against us. But it's Tottenham that come forward again. Upamecano falls to the ground. Good movement. A good save from Leno. And we'll come forward with Tierney. Plays it into Lacazette, and he's done it. Lacazette gets on the score sheet yet again, making it 1-0. And it looks like we're heading for another 1-0 draw, which we seem to be so good at the moment. But Lacazette, I told you, he stepped up in place of Aubameyang and has done exactly that. He keeps scoring goals for fun, gets himself into the right position. Good play by Tierney down the wing, and Lacazette puts it into an empty net. And we'll come forward again. Reece Nelson now, he'll get onto that. Can he get away from his defender? He can. Looks for an attempt on goal. Tight angle. Good save from Lloris to deny, and that'll be how it ended. So another 1-0 draw, another load of points lost. I think we've lost 6 points in the last 3 games, which is not good enough at all. But this is the main focus. Europa League, the semi-final at home against Dortmund. We need to win the Europa League to get Champions League football. I can't stress how important that is. And that's why the Europa League is taken my extreme focus. And Thomas Lemar comes forward in the first minute. What a start this could be. Off the post, and that's so unlucky. Just about cleared away. Pepe then comes through down this line, and we really look threatening against Dortmund. Pepe cuts inside. Beautiful piece of work from him. He'll drag it back. Lovely work. Finds Lacazette with the back heel. Brilliant finish from Alexander Lacazette. I told you he's stepping up, and he's doing exactly that. And it's 1-0 to Arsenal. Come on, that's the start we needed. And let's just not slip up. I've said to the boys, this is it. The Premier League, we've had some dodgy results all season. But if you want Champions League football next year, if you want this club to progress, the Europa League is where we have to do it. In the tail end of this season, we have one big game left in the Premier League, which will be a live episode against Liverpool to stop them being invincible. But the main objective of this is to get Champions League football for the second season, and to do that we are going to have to win the Europa League. So a big performance in this first leg is necessary. Lacazette coming forward, holds off his man so well, gets a shot off such a tight angle but scores regardless, and Lacazette is carrying us to the Europa League final. There's still a leg at Dortmund, but 2-0 right now is a particularly good position to be in as we go into the rest of the game. The fans are going crazy for it. There's always a scare that Dortmund will get an away goal, but Lacazette does so well here to outstrength his man, and that's such a tight angle that he's managed to squeeze the goal in, and we'll take that every day of the week. It's only his 4th goal in the Europa League, but 2 today already. What an important game he's having. Lacazette again looking to get involved, lovely turn, lays it into Torreira coming forward now into Thomas Lemar. Just couldn't quite get any power behind that, and at half time Lacazette's goals are the difference. And a big second half performance is due. We can keep them to not scoring a goal, and we've got a big opportunity to go through to the final. And we come forward again. Guendouzi into Martinelli. Good save to deny what would have been the killer goal. Lacazette again comes forward. Lovely turn. Lays it into Pepe. Pepe back to Lacazette. Lovely 1-2. And Lacazette gets the hat-trick. What a moment for Alexander Lacazette. What a moment for Arsenal. And surely now, even with the second leg at Dortmund, it's all over. You can't count Dortmund out by any means. We've seen crazier stuff in Champions League and Europa League nights in terms of comebacks, but I cannot see Dortmund turning this one around at Dortmund. The only way I can see them doing that is if they get an away goal today, but we just have to remain tight at the back and hope that we can end this game with a clean sheet, and I'll be more than happy. And Torreira nicks it off his defender. He's coming through now. Can he get a shot off on goal? Tries to lay it across, but he couldn't quite, and a good ball through. Lacazette dinks the goalkeeper. He's got a 4th. Alexander Lacazette has turned up. He hasn't had the best of seasons. He's certainly played a part in the majority of things, but he hasn't had the standout season that a lot of people expected him to have. Neither had Aubameyang, but as soon as Aubameyang got injured, he's taken all that responsibility that was shared between the two onto his own shoulders and delivered. Brilliant. 4 goals against Borussia Dortmund. They have not been able to contain him at all. He's now got 6 in the Europa League, just based off tonight, pretty much. And we've gone on to win the game 4-0, which sets us in real good standards to hit the final, where hopefully we can qualify for Champions League by winning it. As for goal of the month, I give it to this goal from Lacazette. It's a wonderful finish into the top corner. And I give it to that one. As for player of the month, Lacazette won it as well. He's phenomenal this month, and his goals against Dortmund are going to be crucial in qualifying for Champions League if we can win in the final. We've still got a leg to win though, and you'll see that in the next episode, I'm sure. Thanks.